Hey friends, so we're doing someone new today that my buddy recommended I check out. So they weren't specific on which song until I said, like, what should I do? What should I do? And then finally said Sippy Cup, so there we go. It's Melanie Martinez, who I know a little bit. I know she was on The Voice, because I remember hearing her sing Toxic, which I've never watched The Voice, but I've seen that clip. And I know that at some point during like a horror challenge several years ago, I watched her K through 12, her movie. I remember having mixed feelings about it. I remember some of the aesthetic was cute. I remember the dialogue was not great, but there wasn't a lot of it. And I remember the chorus of 2 songs, which is not necessarily saying anything bad about her music. I have a bad memory. And to be fair, like, especially in October when I'm doing that horror challenge, it's everything I watch is a full mush. Like, I have trouble really parsing anything from each other. But I do remember a chorus of a song related to show and tell, and one related to drama club, and they were both catchy. I don't remember anything else. I remember some of the visuals were nice. Some were kind of concerning. Her vibe seems to be very, like, little girlish, which I think is, like, can be very cute and fun, but also, like, when it's turned mildly sexual, makes me uncomfortable. So yeah, that was that. And I know her song, and I forget what it was called. I think it was called Carousel. That was in the trailers back before American Horror Story Freak Show came out, like in the teaser trailers. After the original teasers that come out for American Horror Story seasons, where you're like, what the fuck is this even about? And then they actually show you a little bit of content. It was for one of those, and it had Carousel on it, which I just remembered because I love that season of American Horror Story. It's not good, to be clear. It's not a good season, but I always wanted them to do one on freak shows because I have a weird, odd obsession with old school, like, carnival stuff. So it's like in my top 4. So my top 4 seasons of American Horror Story: Murder House, Asylum, probably Hotel, and then Freak Show. Anyway, that's not related to this, but always willing to talk about American Horror Stories, specifically Freak Show, even though, again, it is bad. I know that nowadays she performs as, like, an alien cat fairy. I don't know why. I've been told I know there is a reason, like, narratively. I don't know if, like, I don't know if it's, like, there's a plot, like, if she's that kind of performer. It's like a Ziggy Stardust kind of thing going on. I don't know. I don't know if the alien cat fairy has a name that's different than Melanie Martinez. I don't know. I've never heard any of her songs as alien cat fairy. But she looks like she's having fun. So that's good, I think. Anyway, that's the extent that I know about Melanie Martinez. From what I recall, I remember her voice being kind of cool. She's got kind of that raspiness, which I like. And yeah, already there's a little bit of that little girl aesthetic here. Obviously, the name Sippy Cup. And then in a bed with, looks like there's a little toy right there. Can't tell what it is. And then from the picture, one of the pictures for it, I saw that she's got the kind of, like, Emma Stone, Cruella de Vil split hair. For that great. Actually, you know what? No, the Cruella movie, the Emma Stone Cruella movie. This is my movie rant for the day. Not bad if you pretend it's not a Cruella film. If you cut off this, everyone makes fun of me, but this is my true stance on that film. If you cut off the first half hour and the last 20 minutes, you have a really cool English 60s fashion crime movie, and it kicks ass, and the music is good, and the fashion is fun, and it's got a great villain. It's wonderful. Just ignore all the parts that make it Cruella de Vil, and it's a great movie. But if you watch it with that, then yeah, the beginning and the end are embarrassing, but, you know, you have a fast forward button. There you go. Boom, done. Anyway, Sippy Cup, let's go.
Blood still stains when the sheets are washed. Sex don't sleep when the lights are off. Kids are still depressed when you dress them up. And syrup is still syrup in a sippy cup. He's still dead when you...
That's very interesting. That's interesting. Huh. I don't know if that's, like, the beginning part, if that's the chorus. I like that. Kids are still depressed when you dress them up. Syrup is still syrup in a sippy cup. I see, that's the thing. Like, she does, if I think some of her from the bits I can remember, some of her lyrics I think are a lot. She's much younger than me, so I understand that like we're just not gonna have the same thoughts on things. Not because she's younger, just we're different generations and things like that. But she does have a way of just like these really kind of catchy, earwormy, interesting lines in her stuff that I like a lot. Yeah, and that's great. The whole idea of like, you can make things as happy as you want, but they're gonna be as messed up as they are. They're gonna be like, it's this whole thing of like, yeah, I remember, it's very Mary Poppins almost, this spoonful of sugar. Yeah, it helps the medicine go down, but it doesn't make it less medicine. It is what it is. You can make it cute, but it is what it is. I like that.
Still syrup in a sippy cup. He's still dead when you're done with the bottle. Of course it's a corpse that you're keeping cradled. Kids are still depressed when you dress them up. Syrup is still syrup in a sippy cup.
Okay, so again, we've got the white space of her, also with the little girl thing, and the angel wings. And then I don't think that was supposed to be her walking down the hall. But I like the way they shot that, where like everything is, usually when they try to shoot night stuff, they tend to color things blue because it makes you think of nighttime. And just the like one light at the end of the hallway, which kind of gives it very, it evokes, even though like we can't hear the room, it evokes that it's probably very quiet, but also something's very off with the way they're filming it. She's stumbling and the camera's almost kind of stumbling with her. Everything just feels very off kilter, which makes the viewer uneasy about what is going on. And based on her holding that bottle and then doing this, I doubt this woman's having a great night. I love that little tin cup, though. We used to have a series of little tin cups in my house. That looks like one of them, except I had a little bird on the handle. They weren't used. We never, like, used them for anything. Honestly, we tended to put, like, change in them. And occasionally my mom would put money there. We're like, babysitters were coming, so I'd just go and find it and hide it, because I was a bad person. But I did love those little cups. I love little tin cups.
Syrup is still syrup in a sippy cup. Blood money, how did you afford this ring that I love, honey? Just another shift at the drug.
That's interesting. So when you get this shot lower, right at her, like the side, like as if we're laying down next to her as the camera, she's kind of looks very out of it. It's maybe a little bit more natural about what is actually going on, with the lights being darker because it's nighttime. She's got the bottle next to her, but then when it cuts to the shot above, let me try to find it. Boom. Shot above like that, as if like looking down on her. It's almost as if we're in more of a, not a fantasy, but suddenly her actions are not matching her performance and the side ones. They're a bit more like kind of over the top, and the bottle's gone, but it's got the little sippy cup thing that she's got her like finger hooked into. And her outfit is very like strange, almost little girlish, but just sort of weirdly vintage. That also tends to be from bits I've seen Melanie Martinez's vibe, so I don't know if like that's just what we're going for, if it's meant to have a more symbolic meaning. We've also got a knife in the same shot. That's probably not a good foreshadowing. It's probably not great. And the black and white tile, I don't know why, it always makes me think of like Wonderland. I don't know if that's the purpose here, but it makes me think of that. So that's kind of interesting to have those two different images depending on where we're looking. We're looking down, it's almost like the fantasy, and next to it is more, I think, the reality of just this kind of messed up drunk woman laying there.
Honey, just another shift at the drug company. He doesn't think I'm that fucking dumb, does he? It doesn't matter what you pull up to your home. We know what goes on inside. You call that ass your own. We call that silicone, silly girl. We're silly boys. Blood still.
It is so interesting when everything is so darkly lit in this whole video, and the only time that it's bright is that like negative space of her with little angel wings like staring directly into the camera. It's kind of like it's lighter and it's prettier, but it almost makes it more glaring because it doesn't match everything else so much. I don't know if that's meant to be symbolic of like all this bad stuff is happening. Obviously, she's in the same house because we had the lights from the car coming, and then these people walking down the hall. I have to assume they're in the same house. And I don't know if that's her kind of way of escaping this little sort of negative space, or if that's just meant to not be related to the story and it's just a music video, which that can happen, Jess. It can just be a music video. Anyway. But it's kind of funny, because usually this would be like the soft, pretty part of a video, but because it's so much brighter than everything else, to me anyway, it just kind of makes me feel like it disorients me.
With silly boys, blood still stains when the sheets are washed. Sex don't sleep when the lights are off. Kids are still depressed when you dress them up. The syrup is still syrup in a sippy cup. He's still dead when you're done with the bottle. Of course it's a corpse that you keep in the cradle. Kids.
Well, things have gone wrong. Wow, really? You're gonna cheat on your wife while she's home? Don't cheat on your wife, but if you're gonna be an asshole, at least show her the respect of, like, going somewhere else. That sucks. What was that? What's the line? I'm sorry, I was, like, about to comment on a line, and then I realized I couldn't remember the wording. Hang on.
Syrup in a sippy cup. He's still dead when you're done with the bottle.
You're saying he's still dead when you're done with the bottle. It's a corpse that you keep in the cradle. I don't know if that's meant to be... Obviously, none of this is meant to be literal, but this, because of how dark this video is going, is it meant to be a literal thing of, like, your kid's dead and you don't... Okay, look, this reminded me a lot of there's a short film, spoilers for a short film you've never heard of, a short film called Tea Time, that it's making me think of, which is, like, this older woman sitting there drinking tea, and she looks kind of, sort of out of it, and looks kind of confused. And she, like, goes into... it's been so long since I've watched it, but I remember... It's really short. It's only, like, 4 minutes. She's, like, drinking tea, and she, like, goes to... She, like, has her cat with her. I think her husband. But then she, like, goes into the other room, and you see, like, blood everywhere, but she doesn't seem to acknowledge it. Then she'll suddenly get this headache, if I'm remembering it right. And basically, you're made to realize by the end that, like, this woman had a breakdown of some kind. She's an older woman. She killed her husband, and I believe killed the cat. But she keeps flashing between, like, what actually is happening, like, the cat being dead, the husband being dead, and just sitting there calmly drinking tea, which is fascinating. Yeah, it makes me think of that, the whole thing of, like, which makes sense. I mean, this whole song is a sippy cup. There's dark stuff going on, but slap a cute name on it. It's a you know, the video and the name is the whole thesis of the song, which is very clever. Yeah, I like that.
He's still dead when you're done with the bottle. Of course it's a corpse that you keep in the cradle. Kids are still depressed when you dress them.
Oh!
Syrup is still syrup in a sippy cup.
Oh no!
In a sippy cup, son. Sippy cup. In a sippy cup. In a sippy cup. In a
Oh! Alright, the sippy cup's gotten very dark now. I was not ready for it to go that dark. Oh, goodness. Oh. I kind of like it. I'm a horror fan, so I would watch this movie. It's still a bit of a shock, but okay. Ew. Oh, no. That makes me... Okay. So is the angel space foreshadowing? Is she gonna kill her kid? It seems possible. I don't think she's in the best of headspaces. I'm sorry, I'm gonna take it back. I just was not ready for it to go that dark. Again, into it, but wasn't prepared. What is that outfit, though?
Pill diet. If they give you a new pill, then you will buy it. If they say to kill yourself, then you will try it. All the makeup in the world won't make you less insecure. You gotta wait.
I like that line. It's it goes back to, you know, it's easy to compare everything to Ren because that's what I've been doing a lot of on this channel, is covering Ren stuff, but the whole thing of like he talks about, we were recently doing Money Game Part 2, the whole thing of just like you slap a logo on it, slap whatever on it, and you can sell someone anything. You can, you know, it's a lot of advertising and things like that. If they give you something new, you'll try it, all these different things. A new pill. Although the lipstick thing was kind of nothing, there was nothing wrong with that. I've seen that in like various music videos and stuff. It just like something about the manic way she was doing it, even if, I don't know why that took me out of something a little bit. The line was good. There's, for some reason, that little moment, it just didn't really match the rest of the video, unless things get crazier. As much as this video is nuts, I think it was maybe just the manic movements. Everything about this video, part of what's making it, I think, work is that, like, it is so weird and creepy, but everything's also done very slowly. Everything's in slight, like, you know, especially with the person we've been watching mostly being drunk, everything feels very stumbly. Even the more disturbing parts of her, like, stabbing, which apparently stabbed 2 people, I'm assuming to death, and left no marks, which is pretty amazing. Those walls are spotless. But we'll let it go. Anyway, yeah, I don't know why that little movie just felt kind of over the top to me. I'm just like, alright, I get it, but, like, that doesn't really match the tone of the rest of the video. It just seemed like something you wanted to do. I don't watch it again. It was dumb.
In your pockets when you go to the doctors. Your favorite candy's cotton, that's why I teeth are rotten. Silly girl,
I don't mean to laugh, it's just so dark.
the silly boy. Blood still stains when the sheets are washed.
Ooh, hon, I don't think your mom wants to hang out right now. Maybe you should go to bed. You should go to bed. Don't worry about it. It's like, you're, just deal with it in the morning. I don't think your mom's gonna want some mother-daughter bonding time right now. Oh, oh, oh no. But that was great. Now we've seen in this same shot of the hallway, we saw the mom going down the first time, and then the, I don't even know if the husband, but the guy and the woman going down it, and now her going down, and it's just like, it's establishing where they are sort of in the house that we don't know what it looks like. We know this hallway comes before the kitchen, which is where the bad stuff happened.
Sex don't sleep when the lights are off. Kids are still depressed when you
No.
And syrup is still syrup in a sippy cup.
Girl, are your walk-around shoes at night? Okay, again, I know it's not realistic. We're not going to realistic, like, no one here dresses like people. And I'll accept that, but I will not accept your walk-around night shoes being, like, high heels. What are you doing? I can't wear high heels ever, let alone when I'm sleepy. Just walking around on my bare feet, and I almost fall over half the time when I'm sleepy.
Sleep when the lights are off. Kids are still depressed when you dress them up. And syrup
What are those? Those are your slippers. Again, I know it's a style, but no.
is still syrup in a sippy cup. He's still dead when you're done with the bottle. Of course it's a corpse that you keep in the cradle. Kids are still depressed when you dress them up. Syrup is still syrup in a sippy cup.
There's something so funny about the interesting about the lighting here, because the lighting, it being very dark and just a lot of blues to make it be nighttime, somehow both makes it feel more grounded because it's not over the top like a video would be, but also so many blues that it also feels like somehow both, to me anyway, it feels both grounded and sort of like not reality at the same time, which is like the opposite of each other. I don't know why it makes me feel that way. Everything about it feels almost dreamlike. And now, of course, we got her panicking, and because she just saw her dad dead, or possibly her dad. I don't know. Relationships could be a stranger, or not a stranger, but like her mom's boyfriend. But like she's hyperventilating and crying, and so now we've got the camera going out of focus to match her emotions, so the audience is put in her place. And then rocking and things like that. Oh no! Oh no! No, that's the dark!
Sex don't sleep when the lights are off. Kids are still depressed when you dress them up.
Ooh.
And syrup is still syrup in a sippy cup.
Yeah. Okay, so the angel was foreshadowing. I'm assuming the sippy cup was not full of syrup, it was probably full of the poison. Which maybe the mom took later, maybe she's gonna take out the whole family. Yeah, that look on her, I'd have that look too if I just got poisoned by my mom. I'd be pissed. I get it, little angel. I'd be mad too. That was a really cool video. It got so much darker than I thought it would. I like that a lot. Yeah, that name Sippy Cup. The name Sippy Cup on this dark red video is so great. Just such a great representation of the song itself. The whole, you know, this video is still depressed when you dress it up. is really great. I like that a lot. All right, there you go. This wasn't bad. I don't know how much I'll listen to the song again. I don't know though. I feel like those parts of the song is gonna be, again, it's the chorus, man. The couple of songs I've heard of her, she makes really, really memorable choruses. I'll probably be stuck in my head. I might end up putting it on a playlist just because I know it's gonna get stuck in there. So yeah, there we go. There's my first Melanie Martinez song. I don't know if I should do more. I don't know how, like, if she's extremely popular. That's not me pretending to be too cool. I just genuinely don't know things. I just don't know things. So if you want me to do more from her, cool. If you're like, nah, she sucks, screw her, I won't. That's fine. But there you go. I've done as my friend requested, and I did a Melanie Martinez song. Boom. And that is all for me. So I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.